I think we can see him already. And
Yeah. How you guys doing?
hey, welcome, Hikaru. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
You look, I have to say, you look very fresh considering you've just played a 7-hour game. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty good. Obviously, it was a very tough game. I mean, there could have possibly been a draw at several different points, but when all said and done, Tiemour kind of he made the last blunder. He cracked under the pressure, so it's a very very good result, especially after what happened yesterday.
Yeah, how did you bounce back? I mean, what did you do last night? I saw you came on the stream, you did the YouTube recap. Apart from that, was it just your usual routine or did you do anything special?
Yeah, I mean, not really. I ate some dinner and I went to bed and I prepared something. I mean, I wasn't really sure what to do today, obviously, against Tiemour, but I saw there was this game in the Speed Chess Championship between Jan and Levon, which we followed up until, I think, Rookie 8 probably. But at any rate, I wasn't sure if Tiemour would know the line, and he played this Queen C6 move, which isn't so great, just like Levon did. And I mean, I was probably just a little bit better, nothing special. I mean, at some point, I thought after Queen C4, I missed something when we got to this end game. But I was very surprised that after I played this Rook D5 move, if you keep going, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so Hikaru, in this position, did you consider like Rook D1?
I thought Rook D1, Rook F5 was quite scary, actually. That's why I didn't play it.
Okay, because of this.
Yeah, I thought Rook F5 was scary. I don't really know what the evaluation is. Right. I guess I have something like, do I have B3 here or something? I mean, I don't remember exactly what I was looking at.
Yeah, I see the computer showing this one.
Oh, I have Rook D4. Yeah, this one I didn't see. Okay, so actually, what? And White's just much better after Rook D4, or it's still?
It's actually interesting because. Wow, like it's not that simple, right? Because you have to go for Rook C7 and then you have to go for D6. Mm-hmm. So it's actually, it's quite a line to calculate that you even have that at the end.
Yeah, I didn't see Rook D4 at all. I only saw like B3 there or Queen G3, but that's why I played D6.
Did you see this line, Hikaru, like with Queen A2, Knight D3 in this position?
Yeah, and don't I have some trick with I thought I had a trick here. I don't remember what I saw, but I thought there was some play at least, like E4 or something.
Exactly.
I wasn't sure.
This is the winning move. Yeah, and it's kind of
okay. Yeah, I mean, I felt like there were going to be tricks. Actually, I did see this because there's Queen D8 and Knight D7 at the end. But I just knew there would be tricks. I was very disappointed, of course, when Tiemour didn't go for this because what he did should have just been a quick draw if he had gone. I mean, I thought after Queen D5, Rook D1 trade. Rook E3, Rook D5. I mean, I thought if Tiemour goes King F8, I mean, I thought it would have been a draw. I didn't really know what I was supposed to do there. So I was very happy to see F6 on the board because after F6, Rook C5, it's still very much a game.
And after King F8, he doesn't have this, right? Because I guess, what's the difference?
Yeah, Bishop C6 and now, I don't have the Rook C6 trick. And if I go Knight E5, I assume that I thought that I thought that some King E8 and Rook E2 had to be a draw here. Maybe I'm crazy, but I was sure there was something here. I wasn't sure what exactly it was, but I thought there was something.
Got it. So you thought King F8 was better.
Well, it felt like he had something better than what he did in the game because once we got this position with the Knight on D4, actually he made a big mistake. Actually, if you go forward here, keep going. Am I soft, you guys, or? Sound?
Oh yeah, we hear you well.
Fine. So.
Okay. Someone in chat said it wasn't good. So I thought H5 was a huge mistake. I thought if he goes G5, he just draws the game, I think. Because he can go G5, H5, H4, and the pawns are on the dark squares, and my pawns are on H3 and G2. I thought if he played this, I thought it would be a draw very, very soon. I mean, when he played H5, H4, I actually started to get very optimistic because even though I think it's still a draw, the pawns are all in dark squares now, so there's no kingside counterplay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of uncomfortable for him to play this position, right?
Yeah, and then of course to make matters worse, because FIDE in their infinite wisdom decided for this event there's no increment. Tiemour obviously when he was low on time here, he had to just move because there's no increment at all.
Did you feel it influenced your decisions a little bit, or were you able to keep a cool head when he was so low on time?
Well, I think a better way of putting it is like yesterday. Also, I think I made a couple decisions in hastiness because there was no increment. And it's very tricky to play when that's the case, because of course every tournament we play there's increment, and then suddenly for this event there's no increment, and it changes the sort of the dynamics of the game completely relative to what we're all used to. So it wasn't so easy, but luckily for me, I have easy moves. I mean, my moves, I can just play them in like 5 seconds. Although here I started dilly-dallying like for no reason. I mean, probably this whole thing, I should have just gone into this end game at the start, rather than like, just dilly-dallying for like 30 moves before we get into this end game. But somehow it was very tricky still, very, very tricky to play. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I played it correctly.
When did you feel was his final mistake? Because as you said, there was so many back and forths. I
thought Rook D1 was better than Rook C1, but I'm not actually sure. I thought, when he went Rook C1, A5, King H5 around that point.
Yeah. Oh, Hikaru, why didn't you like King F4 here?
I mean, it's not that I didn't like it. I just wasn't sure if it was winning. I thought King F4, he goes again like some Rook C1, and then there maybe some H3 trick. I mean, maybe this is just winning, of course, but it's always very, very tricky, very, very tricky to figure out. So. Yeah,
I mean, this Rook C1, actually, the engines, we weren't sure why. The engines were saying that Rook B1 was the only. But
why A5? If I play the same way as in the game?
It was very strange. I mean, the idea was basically like to not let you play C5 because they can take the pawn.
But can't I flank anyway with A5 here?
Yeah, and then King G5.
Oh, because he has Rook B2, Rook B. Oh, right.
Yeah,
there's Rook B2, Rook B1.
Yes.
That's pretty dang.
So simple, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually very nice, very nice. Yeah, I saw Rook D1, Rook C1, and of course it's Rook B1, which is the one that draws.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, we were thinking that this was just actually a very difficult move for anyone to find, right? That like it was unlikely that you'd seen it or Radjabov would see it.
Well, I mean, the problem is that basically you know what White's doing, which is White's going to push the passed pawn. So why are you putting the rook behind like one of the pawns that isn't like the passed pawn? Exactly. I mean, I'm not pushing the B pawn. So to put the rook behind the B pawn really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I mean, typical computer, of course, proving that every position is always savable no matter what. But at any rate, I thought once I finally got this Rook F8 in, I thought I was going to win the game. But it was still, it's not easy to play.
Yeah, we definitely were happy when you got that Rook F8 move. That was important.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's I think it's just lost here. I mean, I had to find this nice little tactic. But I actually, I thought it was just lost here. And then I realized that after King F4, King E5, I still have to be a little bit precise here at the end. Because initially I just thought he blundered this knight E2, knight G3, but there's still a little bit of work. But I think what I did was good enough. I mean, it's not the only way to win, but just the idea of knight E7, knight C8, and rook B8, and that's it.
Yep. So how are you feeling now, Hikaru?
What's that?
How are you feeling now?
Oh, I feel great. I mean, obviously, after yesterday, to win the second game is pretty important. So, it's good to be in the hunt, and it's where I want to be, certainly. So, just have to play good chess tomorrow. I forget who I play. I know I have 2 blacks in a row, but we'll see.
I see Hikaru, the chat. Everyone is asking. I haven't seen the clip yet. Why is Hikaru reaching for a mouse? No, you're just.
I haven't seen this clip. I mean,
it looks for a second like you're reaching for a mouse. How does it feel?
I see. Yeah. That's funny. That's a good one. Yeah. No, I mean, obviously. I mean, I feel pretty good. If this game had been a draw, I'd be feeling pretty terrible, to be honest, because when you play for like 6-7 hours and you don't get the result that you're hoping for, it's very draining mentally. But the fact that I was able to keep it together, win this game, I feel really, really good.
Yeah, chat is informing us that you're playing Alireza tomorrow. I don't know. Have you played Alireza in a classical game before?
No, I mean, I think I've only played. I've only played him like once, maybe, or maybe I played him in the Rapid and Blitz. I forget if I played him in both of the events. But yeah, I mean, it's what it is. We'll see how it goes. But I'm feeling pretty good, so can't complain.
Let me just ask you one final question. Almost 7 hours, an absolute mammoth game. Did you miss that about chess?
No, I mean, I didn't miss that, but I will say between yesterday and today, as I saw the clock going on, I was actually in my head doing some mathematical calculations to see how long the stream was going. So that was in the back of my mind. No, I mean, I think at the end of the day, you just try to play good moves, and you see how it goes. But it's not like I miss it or I don't miss it. It's just chess.
Okay, Hikaru, one more question. So we've had a discussion in the stream. What is more difficult? Like, what do you need more stamina for? 6 hours of streaming or 6 hours of playing in the candidates? And what's the
I would say that generally, I think that only for the candidates or a world championship match is probably more draining to play. I think any other chess tournament, I would say that streaming is harder. But for the candidates or the world championship match, I think certainly playing a 6 or 7 hour game is much more difficult.
Yeah, that's what we would have guessed.
Yeah.
Your job, Hikaru, is a little bit harder than ours.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just because the stakes are so much higher and there's so much more on the line. I mean, if this was a game in Berlin, for example, I mean, who cares? It's just another game of chess. But when there is so much on the line, obviously you do the energy. I mean, you feel that pressure much more. So it's definitely quite difficult. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's still chess. It's still a game that I've played a lot. So just you keep going.
Hikaru, I think we're going to let you go. It's been a long day. Can you reveal, can we look forward to another video recap? Have you?
Yeah. I'll do a recap of the game, of course. So yeah, people will see the recap on YouTube.
Fantastic. Well, once again, congratulations. Thank you so much for jumping on, and best of luck for tomorrow.
Yeah, Hikaru, good luck tomorrow and keep going.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good one, you guys.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.